It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Vinohradsky Pivovar, and this is a can of their 13. It's a Czech amber lager coming in at 4.9% ABV in a 500 milliliter can. Looks pretty cool. I've tried a few of these beers. I think I've had number 11, number 12. This is number 13. Amber lager. Oh, sounds fantastic. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. The other beers that we've had from this brewery have been fantastic. They've been really, really good quality beers, and I'm just really interested to know what this is going to taste like. Being an amber lager, it's going to have darker malts in the beer. Look at that. Look at that. The beer is available from our channel sponsors beersofeurope.co.uk, the largest online beer store in the UK with a fabulous range of beers from literally all over the world. beersofeurope.co.uk. Check out the link in the description box of this video. I'm so ready to get into this beer. We got a 3 to 4, well, I'm going to say a 3-finger, slightly off-white head. Lovely carbonation rolling up the side of the glass here. We do have a widget in the glass, so that will affect the amount of carbonation that's roaring up the glass. What I will say about a widget in the glass is the faster beer drinkers out there will benefit from a widget, because what a widget does is that it kind of aggravates the carbonation in the beer. In doing that, gets rid of the carbonation quicker, making the beer flatter quicker. So if you're a fast drinker, you're going to benefit from that. If you're a slow drinker, my goodness me, I've seen some slow drinkers in the past. I've seen some people, being a pub manager, buy a newspaper, buy a pint and sit there all afternoon with one pint. Literally, I've seen it. And I think, how can you do that? How can you like not want to just get stuck in? You're in a pub. But of course, I mean, different circumstances. Some people, they go in for a warm. You know, heating bills are going through the roof. Buy yourself a newspaper and a pint of beer and go and sit in the pub all afternoon. Nice and warm. And I got no begrudges against that. I really don't. I just like to drink my beer fast. Right, so we got, how did we end up there? We got an amber coloured beer, nice and hazy. Let's get the aroma. Lovely. Biscuity, bready, slightly nutty. Hoppy. Slightly lemony, spicy. Let's dive in. We're 3.5 minutes in. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, splendid. Splendid. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. Wow, it's got a lovely bitterness on the back end. I'm interested. There's still a little, well, the smallest amount of beer. There's not that much at all, really. I want to get the rest of the beer in the can just to see if there's any more of that lovely Czechoslovakian yeast in the bottom of the glass. Spicy pepper. It's taken my mind away. It's taken me into a distant... I was just daydreaming. I'm not going to lie. I was just standing here daydreaming. And that's because the beer is so good. The beer is so good. I'm just standing here going, wow, where am I? I'm just off to distant Czechoslovakia. It's got a really kind of spicy, peppery bitterness on the back end. Really is a prominent bitterness on the back end of this beer. But then you have that slight biscuity, bready, sweet, amber kind of darker malt sweet flavour that comes through just to balance that beer off, just to balance off that bitterness on the back end. It is spicy and peppery though as well, which is great. Very, very drinkable. Extremely drinkable beer. I've probably mentioned this in a few of my other Czech beers that I've been reviewing recently on YouTube, and that is that I've stepped into Czechoslovakia, literally like stepped over the border like this into the country. I went to the south of Poland, visited a really traditional brewery in Poland one day, where they brew the Żywiec Porter, and it's right on the border with the Czech Republic. So technically I've stepped into the Czech Republic, but I would love to go properly. I would love to go properly into the Czech Republic and check out the place and check out the beers and the city, and just, I love European cities. Absolutely adore European cities. If you go to European cities, they always seem to have a big kind of city square, lots of bars and restaurants and places, pardon me, to have really good food and really good drink. I just like the culture. I just love the culture. I love that big square, the square in the centre of the city where everybody congregates at night, and it's just brilliant. Just brilliant. We don't seem to really, I suppose we have Trafalgar Square in London, you know, but in Wales, where I live, our towns and cities are not really set up like that, where we have great big squares for we got King Square in Barry, but it's set up wrong. It's all like second-hand shops and banks and around the square. Why shouldn't, you know, it should be a restaurant on one corner, there should be something wonderful on the other corner, you know, bars and restaurants, and just, it should be much, much better. The Europeans seem to know what to do much better with their town squares. But anyway, I'm going to rate this beer. I've been off on a tangent today, haven't I? I've been all over the place. My point is, I need to go to the Czech Republic properly and drink some of their amazing beer. Let's rate this one. Lovely. Look at the lacing on the glass. Lovely lacing, lovely head that's just stayed with the beer all the way down. Great carbonation, hazy amber coloured beer, spicy peppery on the back end, a little bit of sweetness to begin with. Fantastically drinkable beer. Biscuit malts, hoppy, spicy, peppery hops on the finish. Yeah, I'm going to go 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.